Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast to guide you home into your human journey here on Earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard, and it is my delight to co-create with Gaia and share our messages from Source in this now moment. Here we go. Episode 464. It is Thursday here in Cincinnati. It is another beautiful sunshiny day. We are in the day before the first new moon in Aquarius of 2024, of 20 years of Pluto being in Aquarius. There is a powerful shift that is happening at this time, and I've been trying to find the words how to translate what I'm feeling, and I think the words are going to be best found in a song. And so I will read the lyrics to you and really encourage you to listen to the music that I'm going to suggest. There's a pivot, or it's not even the right word, a transformation that is beginning, I believe, for all of humanity. And I don't know how we're going to ever prepare for a transformation. I think we just find ourselves in it, and then we're in the process of transforming, realizing we're transforming, and emerging on the other side of that experience as something different. I think the awareness of the transformation itself is grace. It is the most beautiful gift to be aware of the process you're in as you're in it. And so the energy transmission that I am bringing for all of us today is full awareness of this moment, of the experience that we are co-creating as a humanity, as we're in it. And I feel like this song really captures the depth of what I am feeling happening for us as a collective species. These beings that are embodied in human form, all of us that agreed to come play here and co-create this moment. It's happening now, and the grace is to be aware of it. So I'm going to read you the lyrics. I feel so emotional right now in like the most beautiful way, and so I may cry, we may cry, I'm not sure, but it just feels really beautiful. So the song is called By Your Grace by Krishna Das. I'll put the link in the description. Here's the lyrics. Closer than breath, you are the air. Sweeter than life itself, you are here. I am a wanderer, you are my peace. I am a prisoner, you are release. Jai Gurudev. I am a pilgrim, your road so long. I am the singer, you are the song. Held in the open sky, so far above. I am the lover, you are the love. Jai Gurudev. I follow your footsteps through the flame. All that I ever need is in your name. Carry your heart in mine, vast as space. All that I am today is by your grace. By your grace, I live by your grace. The mantra Jai Gurudev is Sanskrit. It's old, and it means, I wrote it down specifically, it means glory to the shining remover of darkness. Gurudev is the shining light, which to me transcends all religions, all names or definitions that we could try to label God, Buddha, chosen one, holy one, any name, it doesn't matter. The shining light is the creative energy that births itself and expresses and emerges from the darkness. From nothing, something creates itself. And to me, that's the energy of shining light. And so I feel in that song this reminder for all of us, this calling back to the light that we each are, that chooses to go into a dark human womb and be closer than breath. Closer than breath means I am inside your breath. I am immersed. I am your breath. And that, the origin of that is a baby and a new life that is formed inside of a mother. And every single one of us emerges as a human from that womb. With all of our different stories and all of our different entrances, we have the same origin. Every religion, every culture, every country, every belief system, every storyline, every wound, every single one of us, we emerge from darkness as light. We come into the darkness through the belief that we can create our own life, our own light, that we can exist. That's the only way life happens. It's a soul choosing to be, to exist, to create closer than breath, inside of the womb of a mother, and forming itself with a baby body and breathing itself into existence, and then emerging with breath, with that first cry to the world to announce our arrival. I talked about this in the birthday episode a couple weeks ago. Why is this relevant now at a new moon in Aquarius? I feel that Pluto in Aquarius, traditionally, if we look back through history, and I shared that 4-hour podcast I listened to, if we look back through history, Pluto in Aquarius is a time of introducing new technologies, new systems, new resources for humanity to play with, to experiment with. And in that podcast, they talked about all the different technologies: paper, gunpowder, guns, the printing press. There were so many. It was just lists of different yoga, different technologies. What I believe is that this round of Pluto in Aquarius, this one that we are in right now, beginning at this moment of humanity's evolution, at this time of our planet's consciousness, breath is going to be the technology that we come back to, that we redefine, that we rediscover, that we experiment with in new ways as a collective humanity. And we can't explore breath without going back to the origin of breath, which is the choice to breathe, the choice to exist, the choice to come into a human realm and live, to be a baby that grows up to be a child, that grows up to be a young adult, that grows up to be an adult, that grows up to be an adult who completes a journey and in their last breath completes the experience of being human until they come back again if they want to, and breathe again. In the middle of all of this journey, this human experience, I believe we take breath for granted, and we get so busy in our lives that we're like, our mind is running the show, not so much our body. And breath guides us into healing. It guides us into meditation. When we focus on our breath, our entire system calms, aligns. Breath is the technology, the tool, the resource that allows us the luxury of enjoying this human realm, expanding the experience of being a human. Deep breathing gives us the power, the strength to do anything. It gives us focus. It allows our minds to be sharp. Breath is this incredible, powerful technology that we've just, it's like the air outside, the sunlight, the water is just, part of being the human. I believe there's going to be a reconnection with breath, and meditation is going to be one of the tools, yoga, breath work itself, like the technologies that guide us into aligning with a deeper breathing into this human experience is going to be something with, I believe, a lot of focus in this Pluto and Aquarius energy. So here we are at this first new moon with Pluto in this frequency of Aquarius. It's like if Pluto and Aquarius are little threads that weave through time. Every 250 years it comes back around and gives us another opportunity to deepen into a lesson or into an understanding. And Pluto's slowly been doing these 250-year circuits, coming back again and again to Aquarius. We're at the beginning now of this time that Pluto's going to be in Aquarius, and so it's introducing to us the potential themes or topics of discussion. Yes, AI will be one of them. We all talk about AI, but I think there are much bigger energies, bigger technologies that we're going to be exploring, and I'm putting into the field that breath is going to be one of the biggest. And light. I think the use of light as a healing modality, the combination of breath and light together, and how those two together can harmonize and alchemize and expand the beauty of this human experience. Like, I think that is going to be this incredible birthing of awareness that will happen in humanity. It will be a remembering of what we have known in other civilizations, other times, other lifetimes. It's like, oh, right. The epiphany of what we already knew is what I believe we will experience. But here we are at the first new moon in Aquarius. So we have the first moment of alignment. The sun, the moon, Pluto, all sitting in the same energy field together right at the beginning of this adventure we're about to take. Balancing our conscious, our unconscious, our knowing science, understanding with our intuition, ethereal potential. Coming into alignment in the sign of transformation, the planet of transformation, Pluto. And we have the Lunar New Year in the Chinese system with the dragon, with fire, with breath. Like it's this very big eruption of awareness, of consciousness coming to light for us through breath. As we arrive in this moment, this is what I was saying about the song, the lyrics of this song. We have these cycles or moments of milestones in our journeys. And sometimes we arrive at them and we just keep moving through them. And they happen. And then later in hindsight, we can look back and go, oh my God, that was right, and that and this. And then we can tell this incredible story, looking back in retrospect, in contemplation later, and going, oh, I see the threads now. I see how it makes sense. Or we have the gift of grace, of being fully aware. Like this moment of alchemy is happening right now. I'm in it. And I'm so aware of it. I'm so alive to it. I'm so open to like the fullness of the experience. Every cell in my body ready for the awarenesses, the ahas, the alignment, the buzz of full presence. When we're in it and it's happening and we're experiencing it and we're pulling the pieces together now, not in hindsight, like right now, we become part of the co-creation. We become one of the beings of energy that is like dispersing the wisdom, the clarity, the power, the fullness of the human experience. It's like we get to disperse that energy at the moment at which it's happening. We get to be part of creating the buzz, the alchemy that creates the shift. It's like, this is such a silly example, but it's like Play-Doh. It's like we are holding the Play-Doh, creating the forms, making all the characters, putting on the whole production, and it's happening right now. We get to be part of making the play happen. And then there will be others later who come back and they're like, oh, I see the little hardened characters that were formed and they're over here and it looks like they had a play where they did this, and oh, I see that. That's really cool. I could see how that was part of the journey that I was here to take. But you didn't get to have the magic of creating it, putting your hands in it, getting dirty with the Play-Doh, the clay, all at the same time. And the magic of, like, I create my character and you create your character, and they're talking and doing things and saying things and playing together, and something new emerges in that magic of the moment. And that experience, like, nobody can give that experience to you. And also nobody can take that experience away from you. It's yours. You're in it, in the moment of it, fully aware that you're in the moment of the co-creation. It's just grace. It's pure grace. And it's I believe the most thrilling part of the human experience or journey is we're right here in it going, oh my God. Like, legit, it's happening legit right now, and I'm feeling it, and I'm part of it, and I'm contributing my energy to it. And as I contribute my energy, you get to dance and do something with it and create something and share it, and, like, it's alive. It's alive. It's a current. This is the image I was showing before of the soul that chooses to come into the baby body in the human womb of a mother. The mother and the baby are co-creating. They're building new life together. No wonder the mom's so tired. Like, you're building a life inside of your body. Your breath is feeding, fueling the breath inside of your breath of another being. There is nothing more intimate than that. There is two humans alive, like me, you, anybody, cannot be more intimate than a child inside of a baby, inside of a mother's womb, a baby inside of a mother's womb. It's the most intimate connection. And that's the invitation I feel we're going to have with this round of Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years. It's going to be this invitation by Gaia, by Earth, by Source, God, the shining light, whatever name you want to give the creative energy that we as souls choose to come into a human mother, but the mother lives in the womb of the planet. All of us live in the womb of the original shining light that created itself. Source, energy, life force, God, the universe. We all exist within that. And as humans, we forget. We get so busy. Our minds are these powerful tools that are keeping us following a deadline and structured and busy. And so we forget the magic. We forget the awareness, the miracle of this moment. The fact that I exist, that I have hands that can move and talk and ideas and I can share it like this. This is the greatest gift, that I get to fill this space with music as I prepare for this podcast. And I get to light incense, and the smell can come into my nose, and the light can be dancing around the room, and like I am fully alive, transmitting energy to you. Like we're having this co-creative moment, and it's extraordinary. And then we forget. There's just a video on YouTube that you're watching, and I'm like, do you remember? Do you remember the magic? So Pluto in Aquarius, I believe, over the next 20 years, is going to be squeezing us like the womb of a mother. You know, eventually the baby's growing, and it's too big for the womb, and so it has to emerge. I feel like Pluto is going to be squeezing us to help us become more aware, to help us remember, to dissolve the limitations of our mind that have us think in only very 3D human thoughts. The Pluto is going to go, oh, let's shed that layer and remind you that you're a soul. Do you remember? Let's bring you back to breath so that you can remember that you chose to breathe, and that it's a gift to breathe every single day. And you'll choose when you're complete breathing, and your life will end in the human form, and you'll emerge as the soul again. Let's remind you of all of these concepts as your truth, as you remember. And as Pluto does that, as Pluto puts the squeeze on us individually, which then creates a collective human species experience, as that squeeze happens and we remember more and more, the human realm will start to shift. It will morph a little bit. The magic of our infinite will start to play more and more in our human expression. Breath will bring us back to that creative life force that created a body. Breath will play and harmonize with light, and magic will start to happen. Ideas will move through us that were too big, too vast for the human mind before, but we've stretched our capacity. We've remembered more of our infinite. And so our minds will be able to stretch the ideas, the concepts that we can create. And oh my God, what will we do as a human species when we have unlimited capacity? This is the word quantum that we throw around. When our minds are operating at quantum levels, quantum expressions, what ideas can come through us? What song lyrics, what music, what forms of art, what healing modalities? Like, what even will this human realm be when breath and light create quantum shifts? This is Pluto in Aquarius. And here we are at this first new moon, and I'm sharing, transmitting this awareness of we're in this moment. What do we do now? My encouragement is to create some time and space to breathe, to meditate, to tune into your infinite soul, to go back to breath of the origin of the choice that you came into a human mother's womb. Regardless of the story you have about your mother, she created with you life force. You birthed through her assistance. You were closer than breath, and that was an agreement soul to soul. So here at this first new moon, what intentions do you set for yourself for the whole cycle of Pluto in Aquarius? I know, it's such a big concept. How do you set an intention for a 20-year cycle of transformation? That's a conundrum. Conundrum, is that the right word? It's conundrum. It's a quandary and a conundrum. I created a new word. This is quantum. The new word is conundrum, quandary, quanundrum. There's such beautiful potential for us. And it's so easy to just move through another moment, another milestone, another potential transformational point, and not be aware of it, and miss the full opportunity of co-creating. I mean, do what you want, but why would you miss it? And it doesn't take a lot. It really doesn't, in order to start to activate these shifts. You know, huge ripples down the road come from tiny little adjustments right now. Meditate for 10, 20 minutes tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. Just close your eyes. Allow whatever is percolating from what I've activated in you right now to bubble forward. Breathe. Don't resist your mind. Don't push your mind away. Just bring your mind into alignment and invite your mind to be a listener to your soul, to your consciousness, to your body, to listen to your breath, to ask your mind to be your breath, to breathe with you, to be closer than breath inside of you. And watch when you harmonize your mind, your body, your soul, the kinds of awarenesses that will come into your awareness. You'll just suddenly be like, I never had that thought before. I haven't felt that much peace before. Oh, this is what she means by grace. You can listen to the song like loud. Turn it all the way up, where your mind can't think because it's just trying to reverberate with the sound of the song. And see what happens in your heart. See what happens with your soul. You are the shining light that chose to come have a human experience. And even in the darkness of your mother's womb, you knew that you were going to emerge into something new, that you were in a moment of transformation, and you are the alchemy that created yourself. It's the same moment right now with Pluto in Aquarius. You are the alchemy that is going to create the transformation that you co-create with Pluto in Aquarius. The process is underway whether you're aware of it or not. The process is underway whether you like it or not. The process is going to happen if you're kicking and screaming the whole way, or if you just surrender to it. Or you can co-create. You can bring yourself into full awareness and co-create in the moment of this magic. So that was quite a transmission. And also, I can just feel myself like, I nailed it. That was so clear, and it feels so good in my body. And so I know I'm in alignment with what wanted to flow through. I am going to move from this podcast directly into creating my New Moon in Aquarius tarot reading, which I do once every month around the new moon, which is really fun because I translate energy through images of the cards, and it's just playful, and I love it. And then I will create an extended tarot reading and a guided meditation that's usually about 20 minutes. All of that will be available on my YouTube channel. The exchange for the meditation is $33. I mean, $33 is a very beautiful exchange for what you will receive with my guidance when you close your eyes and go into meditation. So if you don't feel like you're a good meditator, anyone can meditate with me and feel like a good meditator in the spaces that I hold. So $33 is a beautiful way to play with that. If you are on Insight Timer, I just signed up to be a teacher there. I'm going to upload a new moon meditation that I'm creating just for Insight Timer people, meditators. I don't know. It might be up today, might be up tomorrow, but it will be up over this weekend. So you can look for me and follow me there if you're on Insight Timer. And on Sunday, we go deeper. I will be opening the space that I open once a month called the Infinite Embodiment Attunement. It is the playground where my soul and source and the original shining light that birthed itself, where we dance, we play, we create through what I guess you could call a meditation. I call it an energy healing, an attunement. It's really an attunement of your body, your mind, your soul. It's an hour. A lot of people fall asleep and then they come back and they fall asleep and then they come back and then their body is ready for that attunement, and then they don't fall asleep, but they listen to it, and then their minds get some of it, and then they come back again and they're like, oh, my soul just spoke to me, and oh my God, the download, blah, 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 blah. So it might take you a few rounds of coming back. You have the attunement for a year, so you can just come back as you need to. It's $111. It's an amazing experience, and I do it every month. You might just want this one for the new moon in Aquarius energy. You might want one every month. If you want one every month, what I suggest is joining the practicum. As we enter Pluto in Aquarius, the communities that we co-create with are going to be everything. The people we surround ourselves with, the energies they hold, the conversations that we have together will fuel our creative life force, our transformational process. So surround yourself with some of the familiar groups to hold yourself steady and bring in some new experiences, new voices. Let the energy guide you into the spaces where you're like, oh my God, these are my people. Where have they been? I love these people. They speak my language. They foster all of this energy inside of me. You'll feel it. You'll know. This is soul to soul reunion. There's so much new language today. In the practicum, I have different class levels with different commitments of time and money and attention and focus. The 111 a month includes the attunement I was talking about, the new moon meditation, a new moon manifestation circle, and a grounding call at the beginning of each month, a meditation call. There's a lot of resources to help you stay steady as we move through this time with Pluto in Aquarius. In the Practicum 01 class, the exchange is 111 per month, and you commit to doing it for 1 year. And over that year, you'll be hanging out with me a lot, and it's fun, good, juicy, amazing. And you'll meet some really cool people. And every month we set intentions together at the new moon in our circle. So it's a really powerful way to walk through Pluto in Aquarius. And you can always up level to the other classes if you're like, I want more of this magic, or this class is calling to me. You can move through the practicum as you want to within that year. So all of the links will be below. I know this is a lot of information, and I also trust that you can navigate beautifully. And if you feel a pull towards something, definitely follow that. Breathe. You've got this. It's an incredible time. Awareness is the greatest gift. And it's grace, pure grace. So much love. Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.